We want to take you back to Kenya. There was just a huge explosion heard. You can see smoke coming out over the Westgate Mall. We believe hostages are still inside. A triage area still set up, shots being heard. We have CNN's Zane Verji on the ground. Crews have been forced to scramble from time to time, but she's back now. Zane, what's the latest?
In the last 5 minutes, there has been a second explosion. Plumes of black smoke are rising over the city of Nairobi. There was one before that, again, it appeared equally as large. We don't know who has detonated this, whether this is the end of the operation that the Kenyan military alongside the Israeli special forces have been conducting now inside Westgate Mall. We don't know whether this is Al-Qaeda and Al-Shabaab's detonation, a last stand. And we don't know what this means for the hostages, whether the hostages there were able to come out, whether they were rescued, whether they were able to get away, or whether they have been hurt or have died. We're trying to figure out what the situation is. What I can tell you is that everyone here where I'm standing in the emergency services area, along with the Red Cross, the ambulances, the rescue and response, is very tense. They're waiting to see if any casualties are received. If we get any, they'll come through that gate there. Over the last couple of days, we've seen military police helicopters swirling around as perhaps as an operational or a distraction tactic, but they have started to circle again now, as well as a small plane. So that is the latest here from the city of Nairobi. Kenyans are terrified. Kenyans are gripped by this and cannot believe that this is a mall that is woven in to the fabric of our everyday. This is where we go for coffee. This is where we meet our friends. This is a popular mall for diplomats, Americans, expats, UN staff. All those people live around this area. This is sort of a middle-class area of Nairobi that's on the outskirts of downtown, the city center. Westgate Mall has been a potential target in the past, but this is now a 3-day siege, and we don't know whether it's coming to an end and what exactly that black plume of smoke means. Chris and Kate?
All right, our thanks to Zane for the reporting, and what she's saying about it being a familiar place for lots of people, especially Westerners, is why we're told exactly why it was picked. Now, the people you saw running out of there before, those are not hostages. There's a lot of support groups on their ground right now, and that was that people movement. As there's gunfire and emergency, they move to safer locations. That's what you're seeing there. It's not an exodus from the mall. We'll keep you updated as we get new information from the scene.
All right, let's move